Let me ask you something straight, man to man. When was the last time pleasure actually felt as good as it did in your 20s? Back then, getting hard was effortless. Every touch felt electric. The release left you drained, satisfied, even grinning to yourself. But over time, something shifts. For many men, erections feel softer, sensation dulls, the climax isn't as explosive. And quietly, you start to wonder, is this just aging? Here's the truth. It's not just age, it's fuel. Your body runs like an engine, and the quality of fuel you put in determines how well it performs, especially when it comes to intimacy. And in this video, I'm going to show you one powerful food to eat before self-pleasure that can make the experience feel decades younger. Plus, I'll share several other surprising foods that improve blood flow, sensitivity, and stamina. By the end, you'll have a full menu for vitality. Stick around to the end because the last food is the most overlooked of all, yet it can dramatically improve both your erections and how climax feels. Before we dive in, if you haven't already, pause for a second and hit subscribe, then tap the notification bell. That way, you'll never miss important tips that could change the way your body feels and performs. But first, let's break down why food matters so much. Most guys assume weaker erections and duller sensations are just an inevitable part of getting older. That's a myth. Erections aren't random. They're mechanical, chemical, and completely tied to circulation. Think of it like hydraulics. Blood has to surge into the penis, fill the spongy erectile tissue, and stay there under pressure. For that to work, arteries must be clear, vessels flexible, and your body must release enough nitric oxide, the chemical messenger that tells those vessels to open wide. When everything lines up, erections are hard, sensitive, and effortless. Orgasms are powerful. But when circulation weakens, less blood enters, sensitivity fades, and release feels flat, almost mechanical, like your body's just going through the motions. The key is this: it's not just aging, it's what you feed your body every day. The right foods boost nitric oxide, support testosterone, and sharpen your nerves. The wrong ones, loaded with sugar, alcohol, and processed fats, clog arteries, dull signals, and leave you sluggish. That's why some men in their 50s or 60s have more drive than guys half their age. Their fuel is cleaner. I've seen guys who thought their best days were over completely transform their vitality just by shifting simple habits. And one of the fastest, most natural tools? Nutrition. So let's count down the most powerful foods that can make intimacy feel like it did in your 20s. Before we dive in, do me a favor and hit that like button. It really helps more men find this info. And drop a comment below. Where are you watching from? I love seeing men from all over the world coming together to take back their health. Quick question before we continue. This has been shown to boost erection quality. If you're serious about trying one of these foods, type fuel in the comments. It's one word, simple, and it lets me know you're tuned in. All right, let's get into the list. Food number 1, beets, nature's nitric oxide booster. Beets are one of the most underrated performance foods. They're packed with natural nitrates, which your body converts into nitric oxide, the same messenger that tells blood vessels to open wide. That means better blood flow into erectile tissue, firmer erections, and sharper sensitivity. In practice, that translates to pleasure that doesn't feel muted. It feels alive, responsive, and satisfying again. You can add beets in lots of ways. Beetroot juice in the morning, roasted beets in a salad, even beet powder in a smoothie. The form doesn't matter, the consistency does. Many men notice changes in just weeks: stronger morning wood, quicker arousal, and the return of sensations they thought were gone. Think of beets as fuel for your masculinity. Food number 2, dark chocolate, the pleasure amplifier. Next is one that almost sounds too good to be true: dark chocolate. But not candy bars loaded with sugar and milk. I mean real dark chocolate, at least 70% cocoa. Cocoa is rich in flavonoids, antioxidants that relax vessels, boost circulation, and fight inflammation. But here's the kicker: cocoa also stimulates dopamine, the brain's pleasure chemical. That's the same neurotransmitter that lights up when you fall in love, laugh deeply, or experience something intensely rewarding. Biologically, it means stronger arousal signals. Emotionally, it means more excitement, deeper orgasms, and pleasure that builds instead of fading. Practically, a square or two of quality dark chocolate a few times a week can quietly transform how climax feels. Less candy, more confidence. By the way, are you finding these insights useful? Type 1 if yes, or 0 if you'd prefer other topics. Your feedback helps me shape what I cover next. Food number 3, oysters, and other zinc-rich foods, the testosterone lifters. Now let's talk testosterone, the master hormone of male vitality. One of the best ways to boost it naturally is zinc. Oysters are famously high in zinc, which is why they've been considered an aphrodisiac for centuries. Zinc directly supports testosterone production. Low testosterone doesn't just affect erections, it drains energy, motivation, and the spark that makes intimacy exciting. Release itself feels muted. But when testosterone is strong, firmness improves, desire returns, and climax delivers that satisfying kick that makes you feel alive again. Don't like oysters? No problem. Pumpkin seeds, beef, chickpeas, and beans are all rich in zinc. The key is consistency. Correcting zinc deficiency is often the missing spark for men who say pleasure just feels flat. Food number 4, watermelon, nature's gentle Viagra. This one surprises most men. Watermelon. It looks harmless, sweet, refreshing, but inside it holds an amino acid called citrulline. In your body, citrulline, arginine, nitric oxide. Yes, the same nitric oxide that drives blood flow and firmness. Researchers even nickname watermelon nature's Viagra. Biologically, citrulline relaxes arteries, increases pelvic blood flow, and reduces erectile fatigue. Emotionally, it helps you not only get hard, but stay hard, so the experience doesn't fizzle out halfway through. Practically, eating fresh slices, blending smoothies, or juicing watermelon can noticeably improve circulation in just hours. Simple, sweet, and powerful. Food number 5, walnuts, the nerve protectors. Walnuts don't get nearly enough credit. These little powerhouses are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which keep arteries flexible and nerves strong. Why does that matter? Because nerves are the messengers that carry signals from brain to body. Weak nerves equal weak sensation. Strong nerves equal sharp, responsive sensitivity. Biologically, walnuts strengthen nerve membranes and improve circulation. Emotionally, they help bring back the spark you thought was gone, that feeling of truly feeling down there again. Practically, just a small handful daily, or swapping in salmon, sardines, or flax seeds, gives your nervous system what it craves. Over time, this means not just firmer erections, but the return of the sharpness that makes climax unforgettable. And finally, the food most men forget, pomegranate. For centuries, it's been a symbol of fertility, and modern science shows why. It's packed with antioxidants that protect blood vessels, reduce plaque, and improve circulation. Pomegranate also supports testosterone and lifts mood. Biologically, healthier arteries and stronger testosterone mean harder erections and more powerful release. Emotionally, instead of a weak, quick finish, you get a climax that feels full, draining, and deeply satisfying, closer to what it felt like at 25. Practically, drink a glass of pure pomegranate juice, sprinkle seeds on a salad, or eat the fruit whole. The impact is real and often profound. So what's the takeaway? If you want intimacy to feel like they did in your 20s, you don't need gimmicks or pills, you need fuel. Each of these foods targets a different part of the system. Beets and watermelon boost nitric oxide. Dark chocolate amplifies dopamine. Oysters and zinc-rich foods fuel testosterone. Walnuts strengthen nerves. Pomegranate protects vessels and supports hormones. Together, they create a perfect storm. Firmer erections, sharper sensitivity, orgasms that feel powerful again. Gentlemen, your best days are not behind you. I've seen men in their 60s and 70s who thought pleasure was gone forever rediscover it, simply by changing their fuel. This isn't about chasing youth. It's about honoring your body, your dignity, and your quality of life. Age does not have to mean the end of vitality. Your body is capable of more than you realize if you give it the right tools. So here's my challenge. Pick just one of these foods to add to your daily routine this week. One change, one step. Then pay attention. Notice the difference in your morning erections. Notice how quickly your body responds. Notice how climax starts to feel fuller, richer, more satisfying, and when you feel that spark return, let it be proof. You are not done. You are not too old. Your masculinity is alive, waiting to be fed. If this video helped you, don't keep it to yourself. Hit subscribe for more science-backed men's health advice. Like this video and share it with a friend who needs the reminder that age does not define performance. I'm Dr. Girag Mihai. Thank you for trusting me with this conversation. Take care of yourself, and remember, small changes create powerful results. Your vitality is waiting to be unlocked. Gentlemen, if today's video helped you protect your health, your confidence, or your energy, you can now say thanks in a special way. Just click the thanks button below the video. Your support helps me share more tips that keep men strong and healthy well past 60, and I truly appreciate every single one of you.